So I'm just getting some seeds for us to start today. And man, honestly, this is not working out. This is not working out. You know what? We're gonna pause this. We're gonna take a quick little trip because this is just not working out. There's got to be a better way. In fact, I know there's a better way. So let's take a quick little road trip. We got to organize these seeds. This is crazy. So we are on our way to Michael's, the craft store, because they've got something called a photo organizer. Now, I take a lot of inspiration from things I see you guys doing. And for a long time, you all have said that my seed collection is a little bit unwieldy and unorganized. And I do agree. Something has to change. So I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw someone using photo organizers and I thought, oh my gosh, that is a genius idea. And so we're heading to Michael's and we're gonna go pick some up because I think that might be the solution for answering our chaotic problem. So we literally just walked right in the store, and the crazy thing is we drove like 30 minutes to get here and they genuinely have them. Like, there's hardly any looking needed. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Now they do have Clair, which are pretty cool, but I think what I'd really like to do is do color coded, just because, I mean, you could do like red for tomatoes. We have like a bunch of tomatoes, obviously, orange for carrots, green for lettuce or broccoli or your leafy greens. Like, my mind thinks that way, but they do have the Clair too, which is great. And honestly, $15 for this, it's a pretty good deal. Now I debate, do I need one or two? Ooh, look at this one. Oh, it's the same thing, just different direction. I thought it was like deeper. I've also seen people using like tackle boxes. We used to use a tackle box a long time ago, but they're just a little clunky, a little bulky. But for me, it's just, I need something that my mind is going to be able to look at and go, that's what I need. That's the one that I need when I'm planting seeds, because we start a lot of seeds. I think I might just get one for right now. They are on sale. They're regularly $42 a piece. Maybe I'll get two. Michael's, you know how to get me for a good deal. Okay. Ooh, Pokemon? Big Pokemon fan. Taste of home, bread recipes. I am a sucker for any type of like end cap thing. The marketing work, I'm so easy to read. So that was like a 40-minute trip basically for one thing, which leaves us with nothing to do besides fill the air with some mindless card games. So we're gonna play this or that. I'm gonna have Hannah ask me a this or that question, and I don't know what she's gonna ask, so it should be fun. And a great way to kill the time on our 40-minute drive back to the office.
Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
Yeah.
I would go for Chipotle, just because the options are better and I think it's a little healthier.
Disney Channel or Nickelodeon?
Disney Channel or Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon for sure. I was never big into musicals. I hated the laugh tracks. Like, I never watched Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I mean, I did watch it, but like, only if nothing else was on. Hannah Montana, Skip.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I was a SpongeBob kid, which says a lot. Does say a lot about...
I think we all were SpongeBob kids.
Does say a lot about my attention span and my questionable ADHD nature. I honestly don't think there was a show on the Disney Channel that I actually liked.
For real?
Positive.
Did you just watch SpongeBob?
No, I watched iCarly.
That makes sense.
And...
That does make sense. That does add up.
But I also didn't like the laugh track in iCarly.
I was obsessed with iCarly.
I loved iCarly.
I think everyone knows the answer to this, but tomatoes or cucumbers?
Oh man, probably tomatoes. But again, depends on the context.
Potatoes or sweet potatoes?
That's a tough one. I personally would say sweet potatoes, actually. I am a big sweet potato fan. Not as many uses, but I just think it's flavorful and it's a little more fun to use.
Okay, fall or summer?
Oh, that's tough. Hannah, I don't even think I can give you an answer for that one. I mean, if I have to. Okay, so the game is I have to give you an answer.
Yeah.
I would say fall. Fall, I mean, you really can't rival how beautiful it is. The temperature is cooling down. I'm a fair weather person. Like, I like to be in the garden when it's warm but not hot. I prefer 60 degrees. 70 degrees is ideal. 80 degrees is just too hot. If you get into 80 degrees, I'm finding a shade tree or I'm going inside. I don't do 80 degrees, especially too, 'cause in Michigan, 80 degrees, generally means like 90% humidity, which feels like flypaper. That's disgusting. If it was like 80 degrees in Arizona where it's really dry, I probably really like it. Absolutely a fall fan. Huge fall fan. Not to mention like pumpkin patches. I mean, she's the best. Fall. And we're here. So that was great. That was fun. Was it as eventful as I was expecting? Absolutely. Did we learn a little bit about me? Probably more than you asked for. And is there a parking spot? No, there's not. So what that means is we are going to make one. All right, so we are ready to rock here, ready to start organizing. And as I'm starting to kind of get everything sifted out here and sorted, I'm realizing there's probably going to be a few colors that maybe don't make a whole ton of sense, and that's fine. I mean, I know that I have a lot of tomatoes, so I'm definitely going to do red for tomatoes. And this is only like 1/10 of our total collection, mind you. This is actually a small part. We have those Rubbermaid bins completely full of seeds. We've been collecting seeds for years. And so I will fill up probably all 4 of these with tomatoes, but that actually works really nice. I like that a lot. And then for something like cabbage, I'm thinking maybe green. And then obviously you have your leafy greens. So I've got like all my cabbages here, even like a purple cabbage. I'm not worried about it because it's, again, the category is cabbage, and green kind of just jogs my memory of, okay, green, cabbage. In an ideal situation, I would have a couple different colors here. So like leafy greens, I got my arugulas, my lettuces, spinaches, and things like that. I can throw those all in my leafy green case. And this is making me happy. You know, before it kind of hurt my brain having them just all thrown into a bin, and I would take each category and kind of just rubber band them. But it's like, no, I can't do that anymore. We're better than that. So then when it comes to peppers, you know, like I got my carrots for orange. I think that, like, for me, that makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'll just use like yellow for peppers, but it doesn't have to make sense all the time. I mean, because there's no blue vegetables. I mean, like you could do your flowers in blue just because it's like a random color, but you do you. And for some people, that different colors resonate with them just because they see, you know, they see that association in a different way. So I'm just gonna do yellow for peppers, and then, like I said, carrots. I got carrots for orange, and then I got like dark blue. I got purple here. Like I might do eggplants. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe herbs. I'll do herbs for purple. So I've got some herbs here. I'll throw my herbs in purple. Why not? You know, hey, like I said, it doesn't always have to make 100% sense. The big thing is that they are at least categorized. And I can also take, I saw someone do this. It's a really good idea. On the front, they got a little label maker, a little Dymo label maker. Also awesome. And they just put right over top, because it's a clear lid, they put right over top what each case was, and then color doesn't even really matter. You could go with clear if you wanted. So I think that is awesome. And I will also say that systems only work as good as you can keep them. If you are not good at keeping a system and you find yourself throwing things back in bins, this isn't gonna help you. What I can feel pretty safe knowing is that this was so annoying to constantly have to rummage through packets that I think this is a system that I'm gonna stick with for the long run. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all learned something new. Let me know your seed sorting methods if you have them in the comments box down below. Also let me know if this is a system that you think would work for you. I will try to find a link for this, and I'll try to link it in the description box down below. And it'll be an Amazon link, so if you go get it, you'll help support the show. But, you know, like I said, you can also just get them at Michael's for like 16 bucks. So you can't go wrong there. And I love it. So as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger, and we'll catch you all later. See ya. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider clicking this one. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you for your viewership, because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free, and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We also have vegetable seeds, fertilizer, or tools. If you need any of those, consider visiting MIgardener.com. Links will be in the description box below. We've got you covered. And as always, we'll see you all in the garden. Take care. Bye.